Can an elevator be so cool it will inspire you to Instagram it? A bunch of new concept hotels hope so. They're working to create curated moments as you head to your floor in the hopes you'll share the experience on social media. Here with the story is WSJ's Andrea Petersen. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
I can't say that an elevator has ever inspired me to tweet about it, but then again, I've never been to any of these new cool concept hotels that you're writing about.
Yes, well, they're basically saying, they've got this public, they've revitalized their lobbies, their restaurants, and now they've looked at this public space. They say, okay, we have this great lobby experience, but when you get onto the elevator, it all kind of disappears until you get to your room.
So what are some of the things that they're doing? It's a small space.
It's a very small space. So so people have got to be really creative. Marriott, actually, their new Moxie brand, which is very targeted to millennials, they're trying to turn it into a photo booth. So they are putting red velvet curtains and mirrors in it. They're hanging little bags on pegs that will have actual props. So, masks.
Open the bags and have fun.
Right, and the hope is that you'll take a selfie with your phone and then post it to social media. So you not only, you have a better elevator experience, but also, it's good marketing for
And
the
I'm
hotel.
sure there's a suggested hashtag and everything in the bag, right?
Hashtag Moxie, yep.
What are some other hotels that are doing this?
Well, QT Sydney this is actually one of the most creative ones. It's a relatively new boutique hotel in Australia, and they actually have sensors that can tell how many people are in the elevator, and it adjusts the music accordingly. So, if it's a solo traveler, you might have Elvis's "Are You Lonesome Tonight" in there. If there's two, it's
way to make you feel bad about yourself, right?
There's like just the two of us, and if it's a crowd, delights, grooves in the heart. So yeah,
I wouldn't want to get too romantic if I'm riding the elevator with my mom, though.
I know.
Well, that's who are the two people in the elevator?
It can lead to some awkward moments, but it's a very irreverent hotel. And the reviews on TripAdvisor, several of them mention actually this elevator. So
that's so fun. And there are even some hotels that have sort of art exhibits, rotating art exhibits.
Yes, and those can be a little tricky. I mean, well, the Casa Claridge's in Miami actually has a art series going on. They pick a Miami-based artist, and the exhibits rotate, and they have a very small elevator. I mean, it's only about it fits 4 people, and it goes 4 floors. And I talked to one artist who goes by the name Typo, and he shrouded the elevator in iron and then black vinyl sheets, and then had all thousands of magnets.
That looks like so much fun.
So people were going and could manipulate the magnets. He said that he would watch people go up and down and not get off the elevator.
Oh,
so
that's
it's very,
great.
very.
I can see that this little girl is enjoying it. Certainly getting up close and personal with the art. But I'm just curious because I thought that elevators were pretty highly regulated spaces. So are there limits to what they can do?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to the artistic director at Casa Claridge. She said she'd love to do neon, but that's a no-no. Typo said that when he first saw the elevator, he said, "What am I going to do with this?" He couldn't just put a sculpture in there. So yes, you have to be, fire codes and all that.
And we know that elevators in the past have been performance spaces of a kind. There's always been elevator music, and you have an interesting story behind
Yes, I actually talked to the corporate archivist at Otis, which has been around forever, and the origin of elevator music was in 1948 in the Palmolive building in Chicago. And what was happening is that as skyscrapers were getting taller, people were starting to freak out in the elevators. They could really feel the building sway. And so Otis actually talked to some psychologists who said, what can we do to relax people? And they suggested elevator music, and that's the origin of it.
And Muzak was born.
Well, no, Muzak was an existing company, but they partnered with Muzak, and
there you have it.
Did the continuous loop, and it spread like wildfire to elevators all across the country.
I love that story. Andrea Petersen, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.